All right, General I-15, how are you? LC, what is going on? Derek, how are you guys? Oh, this sucks a little bit. Ooh. Wait, can you see that? Or I guess if I stand like this, it focuses out there. How cool. Hey, I did do this on my World According to Briggs one, right? Because, I have multiple channels and I was just dealing with them. So I'm hoping I'm uploading or streaming to the right one. Yeah, I'm in Honduras right now. Hey, Michael. Elvis from Honduras. I'm actually at Roatan right now. Roatan, whatever you want to call it. How is everyone? Mika, Bashi. How cold is it there? Jenny W, how are you? You guys can hear me and all that, right? I don't have to take out this mic. Oh yeah, Roatan's nice. Yeah, it was pretty nice. I'm on Norwegian Cruise Line. I'm on the breakaway right now. Honduras is really hot. We were, you're in the air conditioning of a cruise ship, then you get out and you just get hit by this wave of heat. It's probably like 95 today. Good, you guys can hear me. But Honduras is nice, beautiful. Yeah, I've been to Honduras before when I was younger and on the mainland, not on the island of Roatan. But just always wonderful people. ECC, what is up? You guys want to do a room tour? I'll do a quick room tour, but sure, I don't have like my socks and everything all over the room. Hold on one second, okay? Okay, still with me? Humidity is not that bad. So here's my room. I'll start from the living room over here. So there's the room. You got a little place to make your coffee. You got a table here, a little couch. We'll get to my deck in a minute. Here is the bedroom. I'm flying solo this time. My wife's not with me. This is my room. Bought my granddaughter a nice little backpack purse thing. Here's the bathroom. And that is it. All right, back at it. All right. Yes, this one has a tub, believe it or not. So, if you ever cruise Norwegian, Derek Ray, thank you very much for supporting the channel. Hey, Briggs, good to see you as always. Thank you. I'm currently driving with. Disappeared. I'm doing it with the phone. I'm currently driving through my western Nebraska, eastern Wyoming area, and I wonder why this area is so deserted. Do you know why? Well, so I do know why. Well, there's tons of reasons why anything could happen, but in a video I just did about Wyoming, I kind of pointed out that in the early days, when growth really starts to a location, Wyoming's problem was they were a little harsher climate and harsher environment than everywhere else. So it sort of stunted their growth. Now, I think Wyoming personally is about 50 or 60 years behind everyone else where they're growing because of that. In the old days, if it was too rocky, if it was too cold, they didn't do anything for the land. The land was worthless to them. It was too hard to work. There was more attractive places down in Utah, Colorado, whatever. So Wyoming's kind of gotten their growth stunted. That's why they have a lot of areas out there that are just deserted. There's nothing going on there. And a lot of it has to do with how they started off when settlers were coming out this way. Just too rough a land, too wild. Colorado, how are you? I missed a bunch of those while I was talking about Derek. Derek, appreciate you supporting the channel. Yeah, they really don't have a lot of surface water too. Hey, Briggs, why is Camden, New Jersey so bad? Camden, New Jersey is bad for a couple reasons. One, because of the big metropolitan area that they're in. Philadelphia has some wonderful history and some wonderful areas, but they got some downright scary places. And I think their scary places fly under the radar when you got places like Baltimore, Chicago, Detroit. You know, they take all the headlines. Philly's pretty rough too. One thing I like about Philly people is, yeah, we got some rough spots, and their attitude is, what you gonna do? And they don't care. And it's like, well, we're working on things. They don't give you that BS. They're, it's always sucked. It'll always suck. Hello, Zena. What? I missed that one. I'm sorry. I missed one. Said, what do I think about Alabama and the best towns there? I did a video about that not too long ago. I think I touched on some great places to move to in Alabama. One of my first videos that got big was about Alabama small towns. Something I got to revisit soon, I think. Denzel, how are you, buddy? Eric Hensley, how are you? How are things back there in Oregon, Eric? What is my favorite kind of weather? I like it cold. I like a little rain. I like some cloudy skies. I like the ground to be moist from mist. And I like to be in the woods when that weather's happening. That's just me, though. I know 90% of the population love it when it's warm. I'm just one of those people that needs it a little wet. I think because I'm always in a good mood, it kind of balances me. You know, the dreariness kind of takes me from this level of to kind of a calm Briggs. Welcome to North Texas. What is your favorite state overall? You know, I love Oregon. Yeah, Portland is a nightmare. Don't judge Oregon by Portland. Kind of like don't judge Illinois by Chicago, and don't judge California by San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Sacramento. It's pretty warm, Eric. Any casinos? Yes, we got a huge casino here on the Breakaway. Yeah, Portland is a great city. If you talk to anyone that's from Portland or anything like that, it is a great city. It's a lot of fun. They just got a lot of problems right now that hopefully they're finally really working on. So we'll see how that pans out. But that's with any city. I mean, Austin, Texas is going through their problems right now. Where would I want to live? Where would I want to be living if there was a nuclear attack imminent? Someplace in Alaska. I could. I actually did one, and I'm going to do some more on expat living soon. Any good news about Tennessee? Well, it's always good news in Tennessee if you stay out of Memphis. One. Damn it. Okay. Oh, I gotta do that. That's right. Denzel, that's how most of us start investing. We start small. Thank you, Kathy. So the reason I think you should live in Alaska during a nuclear explosion, nuclear attack, I think most likely source of a nuclear attack would be from Russia. At least that's always been the theory. Who knows with China and India? Who knows? But let's say it was Alaska, or let's say it was Russia. Alaska's too close, and a lot of Russians still live in Alaska, so I don't think they'd nuke them myself. How is the internet? Is it choppy or anything like that? I'm missing a lot of things. We got a lot more people in here than I thought we'd have this early in a day on a Tuesday or Wednesday, Thursday. Found another church to buy. Philadelphia, Mississippi. Look it up. I've seen that place. Netherlands, huh? Yeah, Netherlands. Not rough. I mean, When there's a language barrier, it can be rough. And then a little chop. Okay, good. I can do a video on the Bahamas. HD Max, how are you? Back in PA. You know, it's something Tyler, it's something I always think about, getting an off-the-grid van, but too many things would have to fall into place. So, I mean, I'd love to, and I'd really like to. I'd really want to, but I just don't think it's in the cards. I don't think my wife would go for that. That's not her thing. And, you know, I wouldn't want to be away from my kids too long. That's what I should do. I should just not tell you guys where I'm going and start a live stream, and y'all try and figure out where I'm at. Honduras is warm today. I'm shocked at how many people we got in this chat. I really didn't think we'd have 100 people in here today. Schoolie. Wife is at home. Have I many big name tubers on this one? Actually, I could be wrong, but I think I'm the biggest YouTuber here in this cruise. Most of them are cruise vloggers, and that's not as big a community as a lot of other things. I mean, they do have a very loyal community, and I'm impressed with all the people that are here with them, and I've really had a good time. And these people really enjoy their favorite cruise YouTube creators, you know, cruise vloggers. And there's a lot. There's like EECC Travels here, Cruise for Food. I've met her. She's great. Um, Love the channel. Does Thor still have force lightning? No, he just has to edit videos. My son's named Thor, and he edits my videos, in case you guys don't know. But there's Lalita Locas here, which is another great cruise channel. Dawn's Family Vacation. Hey, in Tall Pines, how are you? Great to see you. Great to see you watching my video. But yeah, there's been some good ones. I've been having a good time. Oh my God, there's a couple I can't think of their names off the top of my head that I've met. I'm gonna have a video coming out where I'm gonna talk about all of them. But I've met a lot. We did the ice room. They have a frozen room, so you go in a room that's completely ice, and they serve you drinks in ice. They give you a big, comfy poncho to go in there, but it's pretty good. And here I am. The food that's one thing I really like about Norwegian is the food is really good. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button, everyone, please. Where am I going? I start off in New Orleans, and I've been down to Belize, and well, today we're in Honduras. Belize. What is the other place we're to? Oh, Costa Maya, or Costa Maya, which is in Mexico. Now we're heading back up to Cozumel tonight. Yeah, the ice room with drinks is pretty cool. I'll have a video up about that. Too bad we're not on my computer. I have a program where I can upload or just click on one of the videos that's on my computer and let it play. I'd probably let that play right now. That's what they need to do with this. That'd be great. Let's see if that's what this is. No. Okay. Are you currently in a good area to live in Honduras? You know, I don't know if you know, Rotan's not that bad. So, I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah, we're working, we'll still be on schedule for our normal video uploads, like Monday or something like that. Monday might get pushed back to Tuesday this week, but it'll be our normal Monday, Wednesday, and we're really pushing to do a Saturday video every week, whether it's a live stream or a normal video. On this day channel, we're getting ready to go 6 times a week. We'll have the normal on this day videos, and then I'm going to start this series about dead celebrities. That is something all of you seem to be interested in that watch on this day. Everyone seems to as soon as who the dead celebrities are, everyone just drops off, and there's a peak. It's like you could tell people are sometimes breezing through some of the stuff I have, and they get to the dead celebrities and they watch that one. So there's some interest there. So I'm gonna make some videos about that. Why have you been getting more political lately? No, I haven't gotten more political lately. I've just been what's the word I'm looking for? So I go in themes, right? And sometimes those themes carry some political background to it. Myself, I'm very neutral, okay? I have some views that are liberal, some views that are whatever, and that's just, I don't think anyone who cares about their politics. That's your thing. But just sometimes I go through themes. So sometimes I'm working through retirement type videos, then relocation videos, and then just recently we started doing some things that were about race and things of that nature, and that tends to bring out a little politics. And that's, I want to give at least a legit story of what I'm doing or what the video's about, and not just avoid every part of something like politics just so people get worked up. But is it a normal thing I'm switching to? No, it just happens to be carried along with the themes that we're working on right now. But yeah, definitely not a political channel, really. Sometimes things come out. I mean, we're talking about the United States most of the time here. And sometimes when you're talking about the United States, whether it's a location or a people, sometimes politics get involved. Now, I don't judge anyone for politics. I don't care if you're the rightist wing person or the leftist wing person. You do you. All of us together make this thing a happy place. As happy as it be. Hold on, they're doing an announcement. Okay, I think they're getting ready to leave, and some people haven't made it back to the boat yet. Dude, so I've had quite a few people recognize me on this cruise, and I've taken a lot of pictures with people, and there was a little incident incident I should say. I got off an elevator and there's a group of people there, and it turned into a big to-do. So they know me from YouTube. I mean, I'm just a YouTuber. It's really not that big of a deal. But them going, oh, Briggs, let me take a selfie with you. Now all these people that have no idea who I am, they want to know who I am. So a crowd started to form. And when I say crowd, it was like 20, 25 people maybe. It started off with like the 6 people that got off the elevator that knew me, and it just kind of grew to this thing. And there was a lot of all, who is he? What does he do? Who is he? Let me go back to see what I missed here. Oh. Thank you, Hiking with Jackie Boy. Everyone I've run into here in Honduras spoke English. I didn't find one person that there was any kind of language barrier. Hey, Anita, how is Switzerland? 25 degrees. Yeah, that's about Grand Rapids for you, isn't it? What does that say? What is this? Sorry. Oh, damn it. What is the best question? What is the absolute best place to retire as far as healthcare and affordability? In the United States, it could be one place. Costa Rica's good. Belize obviously has pretty good healthcare, from my understanding. I've never gotten healthcare done there, but I understand that they have pretty good healthcare. Costa Rica, affordability, oddly enough. So this is one, if you want to get outside the United States, Portugal has excellent healthcare, and they are affordable. Now, affordable for a European country. Sure, Vietnam, Thailand, something like that's going to be a lot cheaper. But then again, you can move to Zambia, and I'm sure it's cheaper there. But the healthcare in Portugal is really good, and they are reasonably priced if you take into consider most of Europe and, let's say, the United States, Canada. I have visited Tijuana too many times in my life to remember how many times it was. I've never felt safe one day I was there. Not once. And that goes all the way back to when I was 17 years old and 18 years old just going down there to surf, not in Tijuana, but past it. We always seem to end up drinking in Tijuana when we were kids. I don't know why. Kids, I mean, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds. Top 10 reasons not to move to Russia. I could. That could be pretty good. But I just guarantee it's going to be because they're going to war with people. There we go. Do you think there's a problem in Vietnam? Let me get that one straight. I didn't get that one. Do you think the only problem in Vietnam is communists? Is it overall like the Philippines, right? I don't know if they're really as communist as, let's say, the Soviet Union was or something like that. But a lot of people live and a lot of people do business with Vietnam. So whatever their political thing that they got going on, it's really not that bad. Best countries to learn a new language. Ooh, good question. Well, the hardest one would be Mandarin, I think. Or is Mandarin the easiest? I forget. I think normally, yes, I was in the Army in Tall Pines. I think it's probably going to be Spanish. Any Spanish-speaking country is probably the best one if you want to learn a language easy. Which, I get ads for... Jesus Christ, you hear that? Scared the shit out of me. I guess we're getting ready to leave. Sorry about my cussing, guys. I can hardly wait to see the look on my face in a minute. That's the horn. We're leaving. Holy crap. I might have to change my pants after. I'm just kidding. It wasn't that bad, but that was pretty bad. Cottonmouth here. I think if I was on the toilet when that happened, it might have helped whatever I was doing. Yeah, this is my first cruise since I was an Alaskan cruise. I really like Brazilian people. I know a whole. I used to take jujitsu from the Machados, which they're cousins of like the Gracies, and knew them for a while. I haven't talked to them in years, but I just seem to always love the Brazilian people. I've been a couple days in Guatemala, nothing big. Haven't really even explored the country, and that was 20 some odd years ago. Which city in the U.S. is Mountain Things do? Well, that's a good question. It's probably going to be Las Vegas or Los Angeles. Of course, New York City has tons of stuff to do, but when you have Las Vegas casinos and they got a lot of really cool stuff going on out there in the desert where you can, just fly helicopters, the Grand Canyon, all that good stuff. Los Angeles, just because there's so many things to do in Los Angeles, the problem is getting around. I just saw some. Hello, Dolores. Dolores is about to log on. I don't know what that means. Am I missing something? The Czech part of Texas, huh? I missed a bunch of questions. I'm sorry. Have you been to Turk Caicos? I have not. That was supposed to be on a cruise I was going to soon, but we switched that cruise around. Now we're going to Bermuda. Oh, you work with my sister, huh? Driving in LA. That is one of the main reasons I left. I grew up in Southern California. I grew up in a suburb of Los Angeles, down a beach community. Best part of Honesdale. I'll always say Honesdale. I love that area up there. It's like southeast of Scranton, maybe. I think it's just east of Scranton. Right there, not too far from the New York border. But yeah. My sister's all right. Just never try and share a back seat with her. Man, that woman's evil. Um, so, hey, Christopher, how are you? Checked what out in Tall Pines? Honduras is nice. I'm actually in, we're right at the, what do you call it, border, or the island of Roatan. Roatan. Carol, how are you? Placerville, California. Wow, I haven't even thought about Placerville in a long time. I missed a bunch of questions, sorry. All American Lines sailed Roatan. Yeah, I think it's the Ovation of the Sea is right there. Oh, Jose. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, you got to check. If you're in that area and you're looking for a rural place to live, I would definitely check out Honesdale and the surrounding areas. I'd love it there. I haven't been back in a couple of years, but I want to go back. 2 hours, right, Mayor? You know, I prefer the Rocky Mountains actually, but I like the um, I like the Adirondacks, whatever. Some people call it different things. Catskills are nice too. You got a lot nice little, you know, resort type things up there. When am I going to visit Charleston, South Carolina? I want to sometime this year. Yeah, not see. I think a lot of people don't realize how beautiful Pennsylvania is. They just think Philly, they just think of Pittsburgh, Scranton, maybe, and they don't realize that they have some of the most amazing small towns. And it's always got water. There's creeks, rivers, streams, ponds, lakes everywhere there. Hey, Danilo, how are you? Thinking about moving to Salt Lake City to San Diego. What do you think? I think you're thinking about moving. Getting a lot of questions right now. Think about moving from Salt Lake City. Think about move. Everything keeps moving. Sorry, get about halfway through, it moves again. To San Diego. What do you think? Oh, I think you're going to spend a lot more money in San Diego. But of all the cities in California, major cities, I should say, that is that's the best place to live. If you're looking at the major cities, you know, San Jose, San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego, Sacramento, Fresno area, out of all of them, San Diego's by far the best. Death of a city. You know, I want to do more of those death of a city videos. And that Detroit one didn't do that good. And it didn't do so. If you guys haven't seen that one, please go watch it. Watch it all the way through if you would too. You don't have to, you know, give it a like, all that stuff, leave a comment. I'd appreciate it. That video should have done better, and I think it's the time of the day I uploaded it. I forgot I uploaded it. I set the time while I was 3 hours earlier than everyone else. Um, so it went up extra early, and I think it killed its momentum. So if you guys haven't seen Death of Detroit, please watch it. Yeah, you ain't lying, Miss Jones. Uh, San Diego is great weather, a lot of fun things to do there. It is just terribly expensive. Because I'm on a cruise right now. I'm on a cruise ship. So that's why we're a little bit laggy, and I apologize, guys. Very nice down. Yeah, you know, that's a fun little drive from Dallas to Denver. A lot of desert, but it's still nice. Yeah, Houston, Texas is one that could be done because Houston isn't nearly as bad as like what's going on in Detroit, but it's got some serious crime problems. Thanks, Daniel. Is it still getting really choppy, guys? I don't have a second monitor that. It's not. I normally monitor how the stream is doing by having tablet open when we're doing this at home, but yeah, it is a beautiful city. Senator P. Concerns? No, I don't have any concerns about there. Best food so far? I had a nice steak last night. Thanks, Tyler. Briggs, I'm gonna go watch some Star Trek. Hey, you do that, Denzel. You have a good time. Enjoy some Star Trek, buddy. Death of a Country. Yeah, if those do better. So my Portland one I did, Death of a City, I did. That one did really well. It took a couple days for it to catch on, but then out of nowhere it started doing really good. I want to do more of those because it's more interesting. And it's not just a list. I mean, I do lists all the time, and it's really like a video essay, and I want to get better at those. I'm not going to abandon doing lists, but it'll be nice to change it up every video or every, handful of videos I throw one of those essays in there. Essay. Six months. There you go. No, I just have the same tattoos. I want to get a new one. My daughter's graduating from nursing school, and that's what she wants. I was going to, do you want anything? Buy her a present or something like that. She goes, no, I need a new tattoo. I'm like, okay. And I thought about it. Well, maybe I'll get one with her. Now, I just have this one, which covers most of my shoulder. Then I have this one, which is a barracks tattoo, basically. Yeah, this little shark I've had forever, and I got some across my back, and of course, my son's name. I have the word honor tattooed on my back, and that's my daughter's name. And I think a lot of people see it and think it's like some kind of, I don't know, racist thing. You know how sometimes those Nazi types will have things like death before dishonor and stuff like that tattooed on them, and yeah. I've had a couple comments when I've had my shirt off. I'm like, nope, it's my daughter's name. I might be scared if I saw you shirtless. Well, maybe not scared in my 20s. Now it might be a little scary. I'm an older man. Not North Korea, huh? I don't like Cambodia. It's just a little weird. Yeah, even though I shake my head. Oh my God, so years ago, I'm at the gym, and I used to go in the afternoon when no one's there, and I get in this sauna, I'm sitting there, this older man starts talking to me, and I'm just kind of blowing him up. And then I realize he's having this full-on racist conversation with me, and I'm like, dude, why are you saying that stuff? He goes, oh, you don't appreciate that? Appreciate. I remember him saying that. You don't appreciate that type of thing? I'm like, no, I think anyone appreciates racism. He goes, well, I thought, the tattoos and the no hair. I'm like, no, dude, just have shaved my head, okay? It was weird. Totally weird. I was like, what's the matter with you? Yeah, it was one time when tattoos were such a big thing that, it was kind of like, ooh, only sailors and bikers had tattoos. And now it's like a kindergartner teacher's sleeved has a neck tattoo. Yeah, Greg, it is. It's really lower than your current. Yeah, there's a lot of countries like that, I think. Yeah, exactly. You go in, your dentist has teardrops and a spider web on his elbow. Hey, how are you? Not AYO146. Remember you. Can you tell me a little bit of something about yourself? I am on the Norwegian breakaway. I'm follically challenged. I'm not follically challenged. Actually, I kind of am. Are we moving? No, not moving. I've always shaved my head. I used to be in the military, so I didn't want to do a flat top or anything. I just shaved my head. Didn't like dealing with it. then I wrestled and I did jujitsu, and my hair is unmanageable. It's that really type of fine hair that if the wind blows it and I don't have a bunch of product in it, I look like Rod Stewart. So I just always shave my head. And when I let it grow out, I realize how gray it's become. But yeah, I'm not follically challenged in the classic sense that I see my hairline's right there. At least it looks normal. How how'd you change your name? I changed my name? Oh, not. Okay. I see what's going on here. Let me came here I think like 1 or 2 years ago. You came to my channel 1 or 2 years ago? Yeah, I've done a couple was that the last time you were here? Yeah, free food, it's worth it. Um, oh, on your stream. So you're on my stream 1 or 2 years. That was the last time. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to remember you. I'd like to, but I'm not. Um, I was just going to tell you about something now. I can't remember what it was. PG. Yeah, that sucks, JM. Yeah, food is, well, so on a cruise ship, most cruise ships do it this way. You have the buffet, and then they usually have like it's almost like a Buffalo Wild Wings type place. On this one called, I don't know, it's an Irish place, O'Shea's. O'Shea's, you can go there 24 hours a day. There's always food there. It's almost like going into a Buffalo Wings. So, Buffalo Wild Wings. So, you go there, get whatever you want any time of the day. The buffet's always free. And then they have these main dining rooms that serve dinner. And you can go there at night and just eat a good dinner. Steaks, whatever they have. A lot of pasta dishes, things like that. And then they have these, what do they call them on here? They call them specialty dining. So there's like a steakhouse. There's a Brazilian steakhouse on this one. There's a fine dining Italian place and a French place. So those ones, there's an upcharge to those fine dining ones. But you could eat without a problem, good food, a whole cruise, not spend a dime on food. I missed a bunch of things again. Hello from Oregon, Loretta. Can I meet you in person, please? Are you on a cruise ship right now? I am almost at 1 million subs. Where else are you going on this trip? Is that what you said in Tall Pines? We're going to Cozumel next, and then after that, we are spend the day. Hey, Solo Road. After that, we're gonna head back to New Orleans, where I'll grab a flight back to Oregon. But I do have other cruises. One out of Los Angeles, just up the coast to Vancouver, Canada. That's like in April. And then I got some other ones planned. Oh, let's see what this was. Solo Road. Have you been to Grand Junction, Colorado? Yes, been some years, but I've been there. Can't name of the. There's a little town we stayed in outside of there. I can't remember what it was. Local culture, nice people. I need a nice small town on the western slope. I did a video about great small towns in Colorado. If you type in small town Colorado, you'll find that. And I don't even think that video's 6 months old. So look that one on the channel. I really appreciate that. Briggs, can you rank continents including Antarctica from worst to best? I probably should. That might be a good one. I've never done that. It'll be more comedy than anything. Yeah, network's getting choppy. I think we're getting ready to move, guys. So this might be ending a little sooner than I thought. We'll see. If it keeps getting even more choppy, I'll just have to cancel it. Yeah, I mean, you really can't rank the continents. There's just too many different countries in each. And then some of them don't have, it's like North America has just, I do not know. Here's something, geography I don't know. As far as continents go, North America only has Mexico, Canada, and the United States. Do any of the islands down there count as part of it? Like Because Honduras, no, but any of the Caribbean islands, I think they were their own continent or something like that. I don't know if the Caribbean islands belong to North America or South America. Anyway, who knows? Oh, I think about how we can live on your million celebration and buy in case we're cut off. Is it? Yeah, I'm gonna do something for the million, the day we get the million subscribers. We'll do something special for that. Yeah, I know Honduras and Central America. I'm thinking of more of the other ones that are out by Jamaica and things like that. Yeah, I'll definitely go live. Colorado's, every place is going to be a little safe and a little dangerous. You just got to know where to go. But overall, Colorado's a fairly safe place to live. West Indies. Ohio is freezing right now, aren't they? Yeah, Colorado is pretty tame compared to other places. What do you think? South America or Asia? Ooh, good question. Good question. Because each continent has some seriously nice countries, and at the same time, they got some seriously crappy countries. So that would be a good video. Which is better, South America or Asia? That might be a good video. Afternoon, Amy. How are you? I'm having fun. How are you doing? Yeah, true. Syria, Afghanistan. South America. Yeah, I'd lean towards South America, but there's a lot to be said for Asia. I've never done a meet and greet, but that's one thing we might be doing. We might be renting out. So they have an arcade. It's old school arcades like Donkey Kong and all that in a bar. It's called Ground Control. There's another one in Portland area. We might be having something like that there. I don't know if anyone would, I'm sure if you're in the area, you might want to come by, but I doubt anyone's flying from East Coast out there. But we're thinking about doing something like that. You wish you're in the snow right now? Hey, I just got an email. Stanley Tool has chosen me. I have a free prize coming. There you go, Doug. Douglas. How's Honduras? Honduras is warm. Very warm today. Defrosting from Texas. Question, where in the West are the best place for water? I don't know. That'd be a good question, though. The West is losing a lot of water. What's really interesting is most of the Arab countries and the Gulf countries, they desalinize their water. I mean, they're pulling it out of the ocean, and there's a process that goes with it, and it's an expensive process. But what's going to be more expensive when you run completely out of water? Hold on a second.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the captain speaking from the bridge. I hope you had a nice day today in Roatan and enjoy the sun. At the moment, we have done the final preparations here on the bridge. And
sorry, guys, hold on.
At the moment, we are just waiting for Oasis of the Seas to depart. I can see they are letting go their lines now, so in a few minutes we will do the same. Weather for tomorrow in Cozumel is partly cloudy, temperature around 75 degrees Fahrenheit, and eventually some rain showers.
Oh, we're getting some rain tomorrow.
This is the captain from the bridge.
Well, there you have it. We're going to have some rain showers tomorrow on our big beach day in Cozumel. Water with no fluoride. That's how Portland is. We don't have fluoride in our water. Everyone's getting bad teeth, too. Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying there. All right, guys. I think, honestly, it's going to start breaking up more as we start moving. So I'm going to end this right here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. It's always good to see you. Thomas Smith. Anyway, but yeah, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Don't forget to like if you haven't already liked. Please do it, and I love you forever. And everyone have a great day. We'll see you next time, okay? I might do this again in Cozumel, just to do it, okay? So we'll see what the internet's like there. I'll talk to you guys later.